Hello everybody, Jimmy Hawkins, Knoxville, Tennessee. I want to talk to you today about one of the fundamentals of the golf swing that I feel is the most important, would be the grip. I want to talk to you about and give you a better understanding of how a good grip can help the body to move through the shot better with better timing, how a bad grip can cause the body to move in funny directions with bad timing. I want to read a couple of things to you before I get started out of the PGA teaching manual, The Art and Science of Golf Instruction. I recommend you get it if you're interested in improving your golf swing. But it's got years of great instruction in it, input from many great pros, much better than I will ever be. But in the back of it, it's got an error and cause section, and underneath the error and cause, it'll have an error listed. Underneath that, it'll have a causes, and listed in the order that what causes them the most to what causes them the least. I want to read just a couple of things about the grip out of here and show you how it can affect. There will be several others that I'm not reading, but under the RF topping, causes related to, the grip is listed at the top. Look for a grip that is dominated by the right hand, placed too deeply in the palm, causing the left arm to shorten and the club head or body to come up at impact. Under the RF chunking, a grip which caused by the positioning of the right hand in the palm puts too much dominance in that hand, frequently destroying the timing and causing the club head to release early, striking the ground behind the ball. A lot of things the grip can do. Under the RF skying, I'll read another one. Look for an overly dominant right hand which would encourage an early release and a steep angle approach to the ball. I'm not so sure I agree with the steep angle of approach to the ball. I think an early release causes a shallow attack angle. That could be a misprint, but nevertheless the grip can cause problems. And those three alone talk about a dominating right hand. Most of us are coordinated in the right side as it is our dominating hand. So we find a way to dominate the golf swing with it. We'll do better if we learn to get the left hand more involved. I want to teach you how to get the left hand a little more involved in the golf swing and get you a better grip. Like I said, most of my students, they set up pretty good. I try to teach them a grip, they set up pretty good, then all of a sudden I see them wrap that hand down on the shaft. A good golfer, Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, your good ball strikers, they learn to keep this palm off of the golf club, off the rubber, in both hands. Their swing is in the fingertips, all the way through the swing. You see the club in the fingertips of both hands. Anytime I see a student and I have a good camera, I get close-up views and still frames. If I see the back of the left hand create a right angle with the knuckles, they've got the golf club in through the palm of the hand. If it's in the palm of this hand, it's gotten into the palm of the right hand. It's going to cause that right hand to dominate. It's going to encourage it to dominate. We want the left hand to be involved in the swing so it can help the right hand. Already we know our left side on most of us, which is our lead side if you're playing from the right side, is not coordinated as the right side. So the right side dominates our swing. The last thing we want to do is put it in the palm and encourage it to do that. We want to try to position it down in the fingertips. I like to put my thumb here, let it push it down into the fingertips, and we want to try to keep it there. We'd like to set up with a nice straight line here and a nice straight, just like this. I want to give you a tip that'll help you get in that position. If we can learn to get the back of this hand square with the face of the club and the palm of this one square with the face of the club pointed at the target, we can learn to hit some extremely straight shots that never leave the line. Tiger Woods does this. You stand 6 foot in front of him, face on, and he's hitting any club in his bag. Unless he's trying to work the ball right to left, you won't hardly see the logo of his glove. Most of my students, the logo's pointed right here. By the time they get back to impact, they've had to manipulate the golf club to get the shot to do what it wants to. Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, they're here, here. When they get in here, they both have this wrist this way. This is the way the wrist releases for your best ball strikers in the history of the game. If you get this hand turned this way, it doesn't allow that to release that way, and it usually causes the chicken wing and the upward movement that the golf instruction book was talking about. But we want to learn to get here so we can get our hands in a strong position to release. If we get our hands in this position at impact, the body is still moving down or moving level toward the target. If we get this hand here at impact, I promise you it's going to jam this elbow and it's going to cause an upward movement early in the swing. Of course, the body does come up. In the good ball strikers, it comes up after impact, way out in this area. That's where we want to do it. But I want to give you a grip tip today to help. Start out with a book about the width of the grip. Position the corner of it right in the crease of the little finger and push it right up in between the two little grooves in your fingers. That's going to make this knuckle in the back of the left hand be fairly straight. We wouldn't want to be down like that and have a right angle. Keep it up in the fingertips. Put the right hand on there. That puts the palms very, very neutral. Puts the forearms very neutral. Take that book and point it right to the ground. Point it to the ground. This is going to get you set up in a position very similar to Tiger Woods. I'm not trying to teach you how to hit it like Tiger Woods. It wouldn't be bad. But some of the best ball strikers to play the game, they set up just like this. Check my swing out at YouTube, Hitman Hockey. You'll see I set up like this, and I'm a good ball striker. Set up with it. Grip it just like you would a shaft of a club. Get it down in the fingertips. Once you get here, we're going to do about 3 motions, and it's going to teach you what the hands should feel like as they go through the hitting area and the proper release. And the proper release will help the body, like I said, to move down and through rather than up and through. Down and through works, up and through doesn't. Set up. First move will be, as you get right past the legs, make the book parallel to the ground, facing where the belt buckle was at address. This is perfect position, right where gravity would have it hang. Puts the elbow in a good position. 1, 2, about shoulder high. Pointed at the target line. That forces this elbow to be right over the swing center. That's where you want it in this position in the golf swing. Right over this hip bone should be the swing center. Keeps the club on plane. 1, 2, 3 would be right back where you came from. Base of the book pointed where the belt buckle was at address. Elbow right against the ribs. This helps the club head come from the inside. This is the most important move in golf when you start squaring the club head up to impact the ball. Slowly you start rolling the book to where you have the face of the book pointed about 5 feet in front of you to the ground. This is a very powerful position. We're ready to release the golf club right at the target. This little tip will help you. I promise you you're going to feel like it's a very weak grip. It's not. It's a very powerful grip. It gives you a position where the hands can release as one, the same direction, rather than having one this way and this way, and then you get this jammed and it jabs you up. I promise you, you're going to hit a few shots that go to the right. You're going to hit a few weak shots. I promise if you practice it, it will help. You'll understand a little better how a good grip can help the body move down as we make our golf shot, rather than up in every club but the driver. The driver's different, of course. It's teed up 3 inches off the ground. You want to hit it in an up and through move. But practice these things. I promise you they'll help. And I'll get back with you another lesson in a day or two. Thanks a lot.